Hey, how's everybody doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology Screens using nanotechnology gain. As most of you know, we actually launched a video showing off a luminous ambient light rejection screen paint, which now the full name of it, because the labels are being designed as we speak, the screen will be called the Luminous Ambient Light Rejection Cinema Paint. Now, the reason for the paint technology design is because we have contracts overseas. Some people may feel it's about them. All I have to say to you is please, please, seriously. But anyway, the technology was developed because we have overseas contracts, and some of these screens that they paint in are massive, which means it would be easier to have a chemical or a screen paint to be able to paint a screen that would be 30 feet by 30 feet instead of doing a fabrication, which means you do a fabrication. That means you go to a company and they have to fabricate a surface, and then you have to coat the surface and then ship it out, which should be a whole lot easier for us to design the formula or screen paint and just ship it over to them. So that's the reason why the technology was developed. It was actually strictly developed for our distributors. So we showed it off on Facebook. We got a lot of freaking response from it, and now we are going to be offering it to our customers also. Now, with this technology, you will be able to paint just about anything you want. We'll be doing demonstrations on that. We'll be doing paint on demonstrations, demonstrations on 50 lumen projectors, demonstrations on the 4K, demonstrations on 720p short throw. So also too, just about there, for those of you who basically troll us, and like I said, right from the door, we had somebody come in and put a link on our channel because they were upset. And I guess I don't know who they're from, but they're upset. I guess they put a link in from, you know who, we all know who. Right from the door at 60%, the screen's not even done yet. We've got people already, we got a particular troll already hating on this already, so I don't get it. But anyway, so as I said before, the demonstrations that we do, I don't see anybody doing. I really don't. And as you'll see in this demonstration, you know, you won't see anybody doing it either, but yet, you know, the hatred. But anyway, so let's move on from there because we have things to do. I have labels design, and I have talks with Dubai and Canada and a couple of other places we'll be doing business with also. So we're going to do the ambient light projection demonstration. Usually when these so-called ambient light projections are done with other screens, this is how the environment looks. Let's remove this because that's way too bright. Let's bring it in where we have the light down to about here. This is how the environment's going to look. You won't see any lamps up there. They won't do that. You'll see light here, and you'll see light here, and I'll say, hey, look, it's bright, it's an ambient lit environment, look how beautiful the screen looks. That's the first thing they'll say. This is how we do our demonstrations. We can bring our lights all the way up. And if you notice, watch that wall when this light comes on. I'm sure how much light the screen, this light generates. That's how bright the wall gets just from this light alone. Make sure it's all the way up, make sure my dimmers are all the way up. All right, so, but that insult to injury, we are going to turn on 200 watt lights on each side. Now keep in mind, we're not using lamp shades. I don't like to use lamp shade because lamp shade pretty much blocks out majority of the light that we need to actually make contact with the screen. When you use a lamp shade, we all know that the lamp, the softer, it actually controls the harsh light from the light bulb, and it basically projects it up and down the harsh areas of it, where the softer, more relaxed area that's easier on the eye and more gentle to the environment will be pushed out through the shade. And that's the reason why I don't use a shade, because I want the screen to be to take everything in. We do not cut corners over here when it comes to doing those demonstrations. So when people do that, they want to give the appearance that the screen is taking on a lot of light when it actually really isn't. All right, so let's take our projector of blank mode. All right, there we go. All right, projector's off blank mode, and let's begin. Now there's our screen being introduced. 200 watt lights right up on the screen. We're not talking about way over here and way over there. We're talking about right up on the screen. Now I'm going to back up here, show you where the projector is sitting. My projector is probably about a good 9 feet from my screen, where it's sitting. Let's go over here and show you the angle, with the light hitting the screen with the angle. You'll see that the screen does not fade out or wash out. The light's next to the screen that close. And then we have our everyday lighting. So keep in mind, the screen is actually producing an image with these lights actually right next to the screen. We take this off, this area right here is the cakewalk. That's why we do these insane demonstrations, because we know that the screen is going to produce an image regardless of the environment, due to the fact that if you can take on this kind of harsh lighting, then pretty much it'll be to take on anything. Alright? And like I said, go out there, do your research. How many people do you see doing demonstrations on this level? And you don't. Now, this was coated on a sheet of plexiglass. It was a one coat application. Just keep in mind, it's a one coat application. No sanding, no priming, low VOC, eco-friendly. Wash yourself with hot water and soap. Also, 2, it is 4K and 3D ready. Works with projectors as low as 50 lumens. That's it. And yes, as I said before, fully weatherproof. Now, that's why it has name the luminous ambient light rejection cinema paint, because this paint is truly ambient light projection. We're not going to basically tippy-toe around this. Alright, so let's come over here. We'll drop our lights and we'll just leave the highlights on. Now come over here, and if I want, I can take this, I can move it over here. Let's move it around, let's move the lights around, because I'm going to show you that the lights are not sitting in a comfortable position to actually, well, this is no way in the world any form of comfortable position for the screen, but just to show you can move the lights around, because some people have lights positioned in certain areas. There you go. It's right up on the screen. Well, like I said, when you do things that are, when you push the bar a little higher for other people, they have no choice but to scream all kinds of nasty things about your technology. They have no choice, because they can't follow behind it, can't do the same demonstrations. They can't. Because of that, they have no choice but to say nasty things and do nasty things. But like I said, the technology was developed for our contract distributors for designing larger screens, and that's what the tech was designed for. Back a little bit. Here we go. That's better. Here it is.
Fast. Today you have so many.
There we go. Okay, for my time runs out here, I'm Kenneth Bird from Crystal Edge Technology Screens using nanotechnology gain, showing you the difference between our technology and other things. Actually, we're not showing you the difference, but for right now, we're just showing you the ability of why these screens are called ambient light rejection, where the screen paint is called ambient light rejection. As you can see, the screens can do remarkable things. And as I said before, do your homework, go out there and see how many people are doing demonstrations on our level. Yeah, some people say, hey, it's extreme lighting. It's unnecessary. It is necessary. It is very necessary. I'm going to show you something. Without these lights, now if I take these out, this is my everyday environment. What the screen looks like in my everyday environment. Go back a minute. We're just going to use the screen in my everyday environment. So this is my everyday environment. This is the purpose why we do these screens with this much light hitting the screen. That the screen can actually pass the testing with this much light in contact with the screen. That means everyday lighting such as this, what some people consider to be harsh, would be a cakewalk for the screen. And that's why I can produce an image that beautiful in a fully lit environment, because it's used to being introduced to tougher and more harsher ambient lit environments. My dimmers are all the way up. I have to make sure my dimmers are up. Alright, again, thank you all for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. We still have a lot more testing to go. Screen's still at 60% done. Screen paint will be sold in around 1 gallon containers, up to 1 gallon to 2 gallons to 5 gallon containers. Price range will be around under $400. Free shipping will be available worldwide.